We descend, feel love, we defy, we defy, we defy, we defy.
Hello and welcome back to Russ Plays Games. My name is Russ, and as you can see, we are back playing Final Fantasy II, aka 4, for the SNES. And, well, I can kind of tell you that today we are most likely going to finish. I'm not even going to set my stopwatch because we are basically right now going to go down and fight the final boss. So to recap, last time we went back through, we found everybody's ultimate gear. So just to kind of go down, we found all of Kain's Dragoon equipment and his Holy Lance. For Rosa, we have her equipped with the Samurai Bow with 37 Samurai Arrows. She's wearing a ribbon around her head. She has the white robe on, and she has a protect ring. And Cecil has everything is crystal. This is also known as the Ragnarok sword. He's got all of his epic equipment. Rydia, she's got the flame whip, and she's also wearing a ribbon and protect, and she's also wearing the heroine robe. And for Edge, he has the Masamune, the Murasame samurai helmet, the ninja outfit, and the samurai gauntlet. And so, I believe now we are ready. I'm going to safety save one last time for good measure, and then we are gonna now go down. So last time we fought Plague, we fought the Lunasaurs, we fought a Gopago, we found Cecil's Crystal Mail. We basically were just kind of, doing the thing. And so to kind of recap the story, because it's been a few episodes since we actually saw that story, we found out that when we entered the Giant of Bab-Il with Fusuya, when we beat the core, he basically used something that woke Golbez up from being hypnotized by a man called Zemus. When we first arrived on the moon and we talked with Fusuya, he told us that that there was a man called Zemus who was basically trying to control people from the Blue Planet because he refused to, go into the forced sleep that they were trying to do because Fusuya didn't think that the people here on Earth were that advanced. And so, he wanted to protect the people. Okay? And, because he thought that we were a bunch of primitive savages. Kind of. And so, they just didn't want to force what happened to them on us. Okay? And so... And so, basically, our benefactors, if you want to call them that, they were trying... Oops, damn it. They were trying to make sure that we could, that we would reach a point on our own. But one man named Kluya went to the Blue Planet to find out more about this primitive race of people called humans. And so this race of lunar-dwelling people were called Lunarians. And so basically, And so basically, we just kind of found out from Fusuya that they'd been trying to, you know, they've been trying to kind of leave us to our sort of evolutionary, whatever you want to call it. You know, they wanted us to evolve on our own. We did not want to interfere, okay? But this Kluya, while he was down on Earth, he came to Earth in the Blue Whale, which is what we were using to go back and forth between the Earth and the Moon. And basically, what he decided, or what Kluya decided when he got to, when he got there, was like, he went, wow, these people are really advanced, like, they really know what they're doing. And so he taught them, in how to, like, build the crystals, and how to harness the powers of the various... If you're wondering, while I'm doing this, I'll just interrupt my story here real quick. If you're wondering why I'm using the magic right now to kind of kill some of these things, it's because we are not necessarily going to need all of our magic points to get down, because you'll find out why, okay? And that's why I was like, kind of cryptically, when we went and we went to Mysidia when we got Excalibur, and we walked up and we talked with the guy, you know, the elder and all them, and, you know, we were like, hey guys, you know, like, hey, what's going on? And this, what I'm trying to do now is trying to move these down. Okay, and then I want to move that up. Okay. I'm moving some of these up because I need to have them in good spaces. I think that's actually probably pretty good. Okay, because I want to have these up near the top. And there's a reason for that. Because again, like I said, we're going to be throwing them. But I just need to have them to a point where I don't need to scroll through the whole entire list to try to find them. Okay. So getting back to my story, so we went to Mysidia, and we talked to the elder of Mysidia, and we said, you know, hi, we're, you know, and we saw all of the people that we've met up to our journey that have either left and haven't permadeathed, like Young and a whole bunch of those type of people. And so we were kind of like, you know, hey guys, what's going on? And I was kind of cryptically saying, well, we'll probably never see them again. Jokingly, of course, because you know, and that's why I'm not caring about the amount of HP that I'm using here as we're going through, because, well, you'll see when we get down there. Okay. But we went there and we saw all those people, and would you frickin' stop? Can I run, please? Thank you. Y'all, can't let me get 2 steps down the road? Piece of junk. I don't remember what that whistle does. And honestly, at this point, I don't care. Woo! Probably not gonna matter. I believe this is the last floor. Can you tell I've walked this path many times? Oh, man. Yeah. just have her, Bahamut, and I'll have Cecil just attack. Have to excuse me, I'm kind of battling a little bit of sinus infection. It sucks. Come on, Bahamut! Kick some ass! I won't actually be using him in the final battle. I mean, I could, technically, but I don't need to. Because honestly, Meteo's probably going to serve us. Now, down in the lower left, you see that little thing of 9 squares? So there's like a little area that goes, and then there's 2 little points right where Cecil's standing. There's 2 little points. Then there's a single square, and then there's 9 squares. I believe that's the part where you can actually find the pink puff if you walk around there. It's a rare monster. It's like 1 in 200 and some odd battles or something like that. And if you beat the pink puff, it gives you a pink tail. And the guy just outside of Mithra or Silvera, up on the Earth, okay, which means you would have to actually walk all the way back out of here, and then once you get back to the moon interior, you can exit from there where the save point is. You can't exit from this place. You have to get out of this place, out of the core. Once you're in the interior, you can exit. Then you have to walk all the way back to the big whale. You get on the thing and you fly back to the Earth. You get on and fly from. You basically fly back kind of north and a little bit east from Mysidia, because that's where I have the Enterprise part. Of course, you could just get in the Falcon and then go to Fabul and fly south. That's probably the easiest way to do it. Just go to Fabul, fly south. There's that little chain of islands. Go to Silvera, then get on, and then you go across where we got the adamant. You go across the shallows in the hovercraft, and then you go up to the guy, and you give him the pink tail, and he gives you the adamant armor. And the adamant armor is the strongest armor in the game. Okay? But I believe that's where the pink puff is. I have never actually gotten a pink puff. I've never actually been able to play it long enough to be able to say, yay, I got a pink puff. Ooh rah! Look at me, I'm cool. Okay? I decided that, yeah, it just wasn't worth it. Because it just didn't matter to me that much to go get that, because it's just like, why? Why bother? Come on, Meteo. Come on, Meteo. There we go. Okay. One more floor. This is the last floor before the final fight. See that little thing down below us? That's where we're going. Ah! These are okay. You can fight these. They cast the armor spell. And they can cast the armor spell on themselves, and, I mean, you can use things on them. The mines, on the other hand, are something that you want to avoid at all costs. Okay? They're the purple palette swap of the breaths. I was always fascinated by these creatures. The level of transparency they were able to get on these guys were just amazing. I was like, damn, these guys are crazy. I mean, it was like, wow. There they go. And they die just like a boss fight, which is cool. Like a fiend. They just, you know, they go from the top to the bottom. It's like, oh. Oh, man. Okay. Ah, come on! See if I can run. If I can, I'll try to use this one. There we go. Okay, good. I was like, can you please just get out of here? Thank you. Alright, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? I don't know if you're ready for this epicness. Let's do it. Golbez! Fuchsia! Fire 3. Ice 3. Isn't that what Tella did to Golbez? I don't think I've ever seen Fuchsia's hold ever work. You'll notice that the spells are doing a paltry amount. Do the Meteo now! Oh, I'm ready. Silly. Forgot to do his voice. Sorry about that. This is just the beginning. Well, that was anticlimactic. Alright, well, guess we get to sit back and watch the ending now. I always love that. We defeated him. It's a pity. He was consumed with evil and could not use his powers for good. Right on! Oh, you're here. Man, I was to get Zemus! Cecil. Cecil. Guys? Might want to look behind you. I am the absolute dark substance, product of Zemus's hatred. My name is Zeromus. I am the hatred. Death only increased Zemus's hatred. Zemus, or shall I say Zeromus, I'll cast you back to where you belong. Me gone. Oh, that's not working. Oh, that's not working neither. It's no use. Use the crystal. You, the man of darkness, using it does not mean anything to me, you fools! Whoa, shit! Suffer and perish. My hatred will last until I destroy all. Now it's your turn. Come into my darkness. Master. They're in danger. Now is the time to wish for the earth. Pellam, Poram, we shall send the people's wishes to Cecil. Cecil. Show us what true courage is. We're all waiting for you. Come back alive. For Mother Earth. Stand up. You're our last hope. Wake up, dude. Cecil and everyone. Moon, answer our wish. Brother. Cecil. Use this. Received the crystal. Zeromus. For all those living on the earth, I will destroy you. Cecil. Here's our power. Receive the vitality. I love this kind of takes place in like an infinite void. I love this. Do your best. Don't give it up. Receive the energy. Rosa and Rydia are healed. That's why I'm saying you don't really need much because they basically restore you to full MP and full HP. Concentrate. Hold on to it. Receive the energy. I love this song. It's called Final Fantasy. So good. Bless him, Moon. My dear brother, let your sacred power be with the crystal. Zeromus, it's the end. Now, before you can do anything, the first thing you want to do, because remember when they used the crystal, when he said use the crystal because it's no use to attack him. It's absolutely no use to attack him. Okay? So the first thing you want to do, you come down here, you grab the crystal, and you use it on Zeromus. His true colors emerged. Ah! What the hell? Okay, now we come down here to Dart. Now, watch this. Remember that Excalibur sword? Oh, hell yeah. We're gonna throw that shit. Alright, first turn we'll have her cast that, but then she's gonna change and become our healer. Rydia is going to be primarily casting Nuke. Everyone else is going to just be attacking. Kane is going to be jumping. Okay. Hell yes. Oh shit, that's not good. Let me see here. Oh shit. Oh fuck, I think he's gonna die. Shit! Damn it! He is gonna die. Motherfucker. Jump, okay. That's okay. We still got this. We still got this. We're just gonna cast Life 2 on Cecil. And then we will have... let me see here. I think we'll throw the Drain Spear. Hoo yeah! Take it, bitch! Okay. Ancient Sword. Okay. She's probably gonna die. Yep, she is. Just before I get a chance. Yep, HP ran out. And that's okay. We've got this. We've got this. We're just going to continually attack, jump. We're going to have him cast, and have her cast Life 2. Okay. And then we're going to have him dart, Gungnir, and fight. And that's why you want to save all these swords, because they deal massive damage to Zeramus. And Zeramus has about 60,000 HP, so it's going to take a few turns to whittle him down. Okay? Even at quad 9 damage, it still takes a few turns to whittle him down. Okay, so we can't throw the Flame Spears, which sucks, but that's okay. I'm going to Cure 4. That's okay. You can do that attack as much as you'd like. Now, there is something that you can do, and I've never actually done it myself. Because I've never had an occasion to do it. Ow! You can steal from Zeramus. If you get something... Usually because... There it is. You can steal something from him called Dark Matter, and if you use it in the battle, it actually lessens the effects of Big Bang. So instead of dealing, like, up in the 1,000, like 1,000 to 1,500 range on people, it's going to deal, like, 500 damage. And it slows the amount of HP drain on your characters a little bit. But there it is. Zeramus is dead. I always loved his exit. Just that slow sort of like... Now I have to remember everybody's voices for this. And that's what I mean. This fight, it's pretty hard. If you're like I said, if you're between 68 and 75, you're gonna beat this guy easy at this level. Okay. When you're playing, before I read this, when you're playing in the regular ones, if you're in your 60s, expect to get beat the first time. You'll want to be in your 70s to 80s when you face this guy. Otherwise, you're gonna lose. I will not perish as long as there is evil in the hearts of people. In fact, I have an actual Super Nintendo copy of this with characters right at the end, and they're in their 70s. They're like 75, I think. Well done! And I beat it a little while ago, and I didn't have a problem with it. I didn't know you people had such power. Your people might have been further along than us Lunarians. No doubt. But Zeramus's last words.
As long as there is evil in the hearts of people.
Evil in our minds will never disappear. We all have both evil and good in our minds, just as there are crystals of light and dark, the ground and underground. But as long as the evil exists, so does good, just as you held good in your heart to fight evil. You're right, man.
It's hard to believe Zemus didn't use you instead.
Ha! Don't worry. Goodness is my middle name. I must return to my sleep. You... We'll go back to our planet.
There are people waiting for us.
I see. You have great comrades. I am looking forward to seeing you again. May I go with you? You? I cannot go back to the Earth, considering what I have done. Besides, I would like to see my father's people. If you wish, but it will be a very long sleep. I understand. Thanks, Cecil, for calling me brother. I know you can't forgive or forget what I've done. I've caused you so much pain. We must go now. Live in peace. Now, let us go. Yes.
Cecil.
It's your last chance, Cecil.
Say it.
Goodbye.
Cecil!
Goodbye, brother. So long, Cecil. You know, again, for 1991, these graphics are amazing. 1. To be born from a dragon, hoisting the light and the dark, arises high up in the sky to the still lab, veiling the moon with the light of eternity. It brings another promise to Mother Earth with a bounty and mercy. The moon has just started to seek for its own light. Again, for 1991, that was actually really super impressive. I mean, the sun, the planets orbiting around it, like how they get away and then they come near and then they go away and then they come near. I mean, that is just phenomenal, people. And that is crazy. Wow. And there goes the big whale. Never to be seen of again. I'm joking. if you have Final Fantasy IV, the complete collection for the PSP, you know that they made a couple sequels to this game.
Let's start today's lesson.
Yes, Master.
Where's Palom?
Not again. I will fetch him. You know, it was then I cast ice to open manor deals. Pow! Ouch! Enough of your boasting. Elder is waiting for you.
I love that.
How many times have I told you not to skip lessons? Here's your homework.
Please, no!
That serves you right.
To begin with, your highness lacks self-awareness of being successor to the throne.
Don't worry.
I will not if you stop dating girls all the time.
Okay, okay.
Please do what you say for a change.
But I can find no girl more beautiful than you in this world, Rydia.
Your highness.
He's not chasing after every girl. He's just chasing after one girl.
I had not expected her to come back here.
Amazing girl.
Rydia? Why don't you have any fangs like us, Rydia? Are we different? Come on. There's nothing different between us. It sure will be fun around here.
Yes, and she's beautiful.
The heart is what's important. Right, Cecil? Honey?
Stop calling me that. You're a queen now.
But I don't like such formalities.
Oops, it's time for training.
I think it's supposed to be Yang's wife, not Yang.
Let's go.
Achoo! I think that's supposed to be more like Haya or something like that.
So do you.
I'm sure that Yang will rebuild a fabulous fable.
Prince Edward. Let us listen to the minstrel of the paladin.
Okay, but let us finish today's work before that. Don't you want to rebuild our castle?
Yes, promise. Anna. Watch me from up there, Anna. I have the people of Damkian with me. I hope Tella will keep you company.
Lally-ho! Work hard. Rebuild our castle as soon as possible. King, we haven't got enough materials for that. Scrap the tanks, there won't be another war.
Father, I wonder what Cecil and the others are doing.
I received good news. Cecil will ascend the Baronian throne with Rosa as the queen.
Really?
And we're invited to their ceremony.
How nice.
Yes, I know I'm doing different voices for certain people.
You're loafing on the job, Your Majesty. Scrap the tanks! Lally-ho!
Whoa, Kane is blonde? What the? Of course, if you've played some of the new ones.
Cecil, Rosa, forgive my absence, but I must strengthen myself to be a true dragoon before going back.
Yeah.
Until then.
Yeah, that surprised me the first time. Kane has long blonde hair. It's like, what the hell? Where did that come from? Oh!
What?
The moon! I mean, once again, that was rather impressive for 1991. Just the amount of graphics that they were able to squeeze out of this. I love this part. It's like, ooh, here it comes. We no longer have two moons. We just have one.
Cecil?
Nothing. I thought I heard my brother's voice.
Really?
Never mind.
Hey, what are you doing? They're all waiting for you.
Sorry.
You have plenty of time later to spend together, Rosa. Or shall I say, Queen?
Rosa's fine.
Okay, Rosa. The bride needs makeup. The maids are waiting. Hurry up.
Okay. It's been a while since we last saw them. They must be coming now. Hurry, Cecil.
I did hear him. He said, goodbye. Brother. I was at that on. Edge. Oh, you womanizer. I love that Sid's the only one that can really kind of control him. I guess Edge isn't the only one that's smitten. And Young. And that's Palom. And then Porom pulls him out of the throne. And then the Elder of Mysidia. And Edward. And Rosa. And Rydia, I mean. Not Rosa. Rhoda's standing up at the top. That's Rydia. He can't bear to look at her because he's in love. Well, that was Final Fantasy II, aka Final Fantasy IV. Oh man, is this game amazing! Oh, I love it. And yes, that is the Hironobu Sakaguchi. And Yoshitaka Amano did the character designs. And of course, the infamous Nobuo Uematsu, or should I say famous Nobuo Uematsu, who did the music. And this is, I gotta say, one of his best soundtracks. Of course, what Final Fantasy soundtrack isn't epic? I mean, it's just like, he is so amazing. And that's Ken Narita, the programmer. And, a lot of these people you'll probably recognize because a lot of them went on to other Final Fantasy games. And for 1991, this was absolutely amazing. So there's Hiroyuki Ito, who went on to direct Final Fantasy VI. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of them there. Now let me, I'm gonna talk a little bit. I'm gonna kind of give a little mini review. I first got into Final Fantasy, the original one on the NES, with a buddy of mine. He moved back when I was in 2nd grade. He moved back east with his family. We were both in the same grade. And we would meet about once every year to 2 years. We'd kind of get together. His parents would fly out because they were from Yakima originally. They came down, Yakima, Washington. They came down to the Tri-Cities where I live. And they were, kind of talking about some of this different stuff. And so my buddy got me into Final Fantasy. And I mean, he really just kind of like brought it to me. And I was like, I was just amazed at the Final Fantasy. And then back in the day, I used to go and buy, or rent, I should say, an SNES every once in a while. And yes, that is Nomura. That is the Nomura. And so I would rent this game and I would play it, and I would just fall in love with it. And a buddy of mine, and that's Yoshinori Kitase, the guy who actually directed Final Fantasy VII and then went on from there. But it was just one of those things where when I would play Final Fantasy, it always had this just beautifully presented story to it. Okay, even the first one had a really decent storyline, and I know a lot of people would scoff at that, but it did. But this one in particular, I loved Cecil's storyline, mainly because it really made you feel like you were Cecil, like you were there, and you were going in and just, pounding on the bad guys and just, making everything do what it was. And this is my all-time favorite Final Fantasy game. This is number 1. Okay, on my list of Final Fantasy games, this is number 1. And it has been forever. And I've played them all, except for 15. And I haven't really played 14, but I've seen gameplay videos, and I never really got into 11. I don't really do a lot of the MMOs, but I'm talking about in the mainline Final Fantasy games, okay? From excluding 11 and 14 and 15, because I haven't played those, from 1 to 10, 12, and 13, out of those games, this one is my number one. The music, the story, the characters, everything about it just comes together and it clicks. And that's what I love about this game. Okay? And this was actually the game that gave us this Final Fantasy Prelude theme. Okay? You had the scaling before, but this was the first one that added in this theme to it. And it's the best rendition of it. And it's the only one to really use the theme, the Prelude theme. Not a lot of them did that. Okay? Now, I know they changed it up in 10. I know that was Sakaguchi's kind of, not, well... It was kind of Sakaguchi's last game that he did for Final Fantasy before he left Square. But you know, it's like I'm actually talking about Nobuo Uematsu for the music. I mean, he changed up the Prelude theme, and I know that they kind of went back to this kind of a theme for Final Fantasy XII, and I know that Final Fantasy XII was composed by a different person, and 12 is actually in my top 5. Okay, it really is. Okay, my top 5 would be, well, this is number 1. Final Fantasy IX is number 2. The original Final Fantasy is number 3. And then 4 and 5 are kind of a toss-up. They go back and forth. But Final Fantasy VI and Final Fantasy XII, they kind of flip-flop at times. Okay? I still love 6. But the story takes a hit. And I love 12. Because I love that kind of political intrigue, you know? Because you become the character of Vaughn, and you get to go forward and do things. And I absolutely love it. You know, and I mean, it's just... It's one of those things where... This one just had all the right elements. And that's why, and I said it in the end of the last video, I would love to see this as a live-action film. This game, Final Fantasy IV, as a live-action film. You could call it Final Fantasy The Paladin's Journey. I don't care, okay? But the Final Fantasy movie that we got, and if you've seen my channel, if you've been on my channel for anything, and you've kind of poked around, you know that I've put out a video on what I thought the ending of Final Fantasy The Spirits Within should have been. Okay? Now, I haven't watched Kingsglaive because I haven't played Final Fantasy 15. So I can't comment on that. Final Fantasy VII Advent Children Complete is a very fine movie. The original Final Fantasy VII Advent Children was kind of a mess because they cut out a lot. And they shouldn't have. They should have just left it. Okay? But the scenes that they restored in the Blu-ray Advent Children Complete release is... Well, quite frankly, it's the best. Okay? And I remember somebody saying, I bought this at a thrift store and I watched it. It was on one of my Final Fantasy Facebook pages, and he goes, I couldn't get through this. I don't know what happened. And I said, dude, you bought the wrong copy, because he had the DVD version of Advent Children. I said, you need to get the Blu-ray Advent Children Complete. It explains more. And he went, oh, really? I said, yeah. I said, I did the same thing. I bought it, and I went, it kind of makes sense, but then again, it doesn't make sense. I don't understand. Okay? But to me, this game had everything about it. Okay? And this, as a live-action fantasy film, would be epic. Absolutely epic if it was done correctly. And I heard somebody go, well, what about a TV show? And I'm like, no. I'm like, I don't think you could keep people invested for long enough. Because you'd have to end the episodes in such a way that it kind of almost cliffhangs so that people want to watch the next episode. Whereas as trilogy or a quadrilogy, it would actually make a lot more sense. And I've been thinking about kind of writing a manuscript and seeing if I can't, once I finally get some of my manuscripts published, hopefully, I'm hoping maybe I can reach out to Square and see if they'll allow me to release the fantasy epic of Final Fantasy IV. Okay? And I might even just call it Final Fantasy Redemption, because that's what I would call the first episode, is Final Fantasy Redemption. Okay? And then, as a subheading of that, the epic novelization of Final Fantasy IV. In 4 parts, or in 3 or 4 parts. Okay? And it would take a lot of research. I need to sit down and play through some of the various things, and I need to, I need more of the newer translations, because this one has a lot of English and a lot of bad spelling errors and missing articles and stuff. And I'm not blaming Square, because at this time they hadn't hired Ted Woolsey, and they were still figuring things out. Okay? And they basically hired a bunch of people that they thought could translate English well, and they didn't really know how to speak English very well. And that's not Square's fault. They just hired people. Okay? But yeah, I love this game. Absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. We'll love it until the end of time. I keep coming back to this game every time I play through Final Fantasy. And I played, like I said, I've played almost every single Final Fantasy under the sun. Now, if I go outside of Final Fantasy, okay, and start looking at some of the other games, I love Mystic Quest. You heard that when I was doing the thing. I love Final Fantasy Tactics. I love Tactics A2 Grimoire of the Rift. That game is amazing. I haven't beaten it yet, because I keep getting stuck on the last battle. And I'm like level 60-something. And it kind of frustrates me. But it is absolutely fun. Final Fantasy is a series that I can continually come back to no matter what, and I can pop in any of the mainline games and even a few of their other games, and I love it. Love it, love it, love it. In fact, in my top 5 video games of all time, this is number 2. Final Fantasy IV is number 2, and Chrono Trigger is number 1. So when Chronicles was released on the PlayStation 1, that was the absolute best package we ever could have received from Square. Because it had my 2 favorite games in one bundle, and it was like, thank you. So, yeah. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this Let's Play of Final Fantasy II, aka Final Fantasy IV for the Super Nintendo. And I hope that you will continue to come to my channel and watch some Let's Play videos. I'm currently finishing this, and then I'm gonna kind of alternate between 3 and 9. I know I've only got like 1 episode of 9 up as of the end of this video, as of recording the end of this video, this finale. So it's gonna, I'm gonna need some time to kind of get it back on track, because I need to get my my PC PlayStation emulator back up and running again, and continue working with it. So I hope you will continue to join me on this Let's Play journey. I will be getting back to the Sword and Sorcery Let's Play pretty soon. I've been doing some just random painting of some figures and some different things. And I'll clean that up and break out the stuff again, because I had to clean up some things. I had to do some things around my apartment. Some life stuff intruded. And so I'm trying to get that back together, and then once I get that done, then we'll start doing some more Let's Play of the Sword and Sorcery variety, so that we can continue on with Quest, I think it's Quest 2, I think is where we're at. So, yeah, we'll just have to keep it locked here at Russ Plays Games and Russ's Movie Corner. I just ended up watching Spider-Man No Way Home, and I think I'm going to do a retrospective of all of the Spider-Man movies and media that have had Spider-Man in the MCU. So I think I'll touch on the original Spider-Man trilogy, Amazing Spider-Man duology, and then touch on the MCU Spider-Man trilogy, what I call the Home trilogy, because there's Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home, and And then, of course, Civil War and Infinity War and Endgame. And we'll just kind of go from there, and we'll just kind of see where things go from there. And then I might... I thought I talked about Dune. I was looking, and I only have my Dune review up on my channel, so I might do a Dune retrospective as well, considering that we've heard some casting news about Dune Part 2, we've heard some other news about Dune Part 2, so it might be interesting to kind of go back through and kind of talk a little bit more about those and the differences and similarities and everything. Go from there. So thank you once again, and we will see you on the next one.